Hi Gemini, this is going to be your art channeled message. I channel messages through art, any form of creativity. I really hope my messages inspire you to see the art within yourself and within everything around you, because everything is symbolic, everything is artistic, and we all start from zero, which is a blank canvas. If you'd like a personal reading, personal message, all of the information is down below. And there's no rules here, so that means anyone is welcome, anyone can watch it. Doesn't matter how you come across it, you can always get something from my messages. There's always a piece of advice, something you need to hear, even if the message as a whole doesn't necessarily resonate. There's always something, there's always an optical illusion that you can find, just like with art. What I started drawing for you was a special hand gesture. It's the one where your finger is going like this, as if someone is in trouble or being scolded, like come here right now. I'm seeing someone with this angry look. They don't necessarily have to vocally express their animosity or anger towards someone, but that one finger speaks 1,000 words. The finger in the gesture I drew is layered in a way. It almost looks like those muscular depictions of the human body, the flesh underneath the skin. You know, you have like a bone diagram, a flesh, muscly looking diagram, and then one that's highlighting the organs. It depends on what you're focused on or what you're looking at. Then I was getting flesh and blood. Someone close to you is going to be displeased or angry with you. You might not even know this. Heavy on that high priestess stuff. Something you said unknowingly triggered somebody. I'm getting as well, the situation is layered and complex. There's more to the story here. I'm also getting layered here symbolizes getting to a new, that was weird, getting to a new. I meant to say getting to a few people, but new people. It's like someone didn't hear this yet, it's new information. It's exactly how the principal or anyone in an authoritative position calls people in one by one. Like, tell me what happened, explain. I'm seeing too, in however this applies, you're going to be pulled out from somewhere to have an important conversation, an important meeting. It's gonna be like nerve-wracking. I also feel drawn to say your coworkers or whoever are not your friends. Then I saw that muscular like reference again. Stop treating everyone like flesh and blood. Stop assuming everyone is family or is like your family. This reminds me too of how we're all brought up a certain way, most times good, and then that's what we expect or hope to expect from others. Because that's your reality. It's like 7 of Cups. Seeing that as biased, your inner world. And that's what you expect on the outside, but that's not always what happens. It can be confusing. And that's even what 7 of Cups means. The good, the bad, the ugly. So many choices. So many different people. For example, you can have someone that's brought up with morals, support, nice family, no trauma at all, and when someone is mean to them, it's shocking, they don't expect it. But then someone who did grow up in a bad environment, they might view or depict 7 of Cups, that energy to be like, what's the catch? What does that mean? It feels like setup. To some people, it's the exact opposite. It's like someone being nice to them feels like a setup. They hate that shit. So that's what's going on here, in a way. I don't know if that's what making someone angry. I don't see how. Okay. But yeah, going back to that high priestess thing. I feel like someone's going to read something that's going to trigger this 9 of Swords, and I feel like something was just said unknowingly. You know how the principle of something versus the intent? Your words weren't intended to cause pain, but it's still like the principle is there. It doesn't matter what the intent was, that's just how the other person perceived it. You know what I mean? Intention versus principle, the point. Or how they viewed it, their point, their Seven of Cups. How they were brought up to perceive the littlest things. Also, when you're so used to being disappointed or so used to a certain reaction, you start to think everyone's out to get you. So that's what this could be. Someone views you like that, but we have 8 of Wands. Yeah, something was said. And I remember I said unspoken communication through gestures. I feel like too, I'm getting like passive. This can be passive energy or some kind of energy force. I'm getting someone is passive aggressive, and it's making you upset because they're not being straightforward. They're not communicating what you did wrong. They're not telling you what's bothering them. Instead, they're just being passive aggressive. Like they should already know why I'm upset. Let that be a lesson here. You always want to be direct. If something's bothering you, say it. It'll wrap things up much smoothly. That only causes further confusion. Then we have Ace of Swords. Yeah, I'm getting someone's holding a grudge or holding something in. Like, didn't I just say that? Something hurt them that you did, whether knowingly or unknowingly. Because part of me gets the idea that this was nothing, it's just how they perceived it because of their own inner world. Like what I described in the beginning. Holding a grudge over someone saying something bluntly. I feel like you're used to saying things in such a blunt way that you don't even consider the intention. I'm getting like also I'm getting here too, that's not my intention, or that wasn't my intention. We have Pentacles. Queen of Cups. No offense here, like I don't know how to word this, but I heard the word coddled with this. Then we have the Queen of Cups. It's a different suit, but same idea. They're both queens. So it's like someone's offended by everything. It's like being sensitive, but in the worst way possible. Someone's sensitive to everything. They take everything to heart. They take everything personally and bring it to the grave with them. Or carry it to the grave. Isn't that what the saying is? They can never just address what's coming towards them and let it go. I'm picturing too like this 8 of Wands going here and then passing by. Passing like a storm. Emperor. Yeah, something can't be solved if someone doesn't own up to how they're feeling. I was seeing this as the Emperor for some reason. And we have the King of Cups. What is this? Didn't I say a leader? I compared that gesture, like you're in trouble, I'm pissed off with you, to an authority figure. In the Hierophant, that's the only authority figure we have here. So like this Hierophant is in charge of the Queen of Pentacles, King of Cups, Queen of Cups, like all the archetypes we have here. Didn't I say there'd be layers? I even said there's like 3 charts. Compared it to that, like layers of the body, layers of importance. Everyone telling their version of the story. Yeah, each queen, each person speaking. I feel like too with this Queen of Cups, someone twists events. It's like, oh my god, they looked at me weird and I got a bad vibe from that. When in actuality, they were overthinking the entire scenario. They were being hyper vigilant. That's the good word. They were being hyper vigilant because of what they're used to or how they were brought up. So let this be a lesson too. Sometimes it's really not you. I think I got that perspective with you, like maybe you're raised right, you expect everyone to be as nice as you and maybe they're not. See it from that perspective. In a way, you're expecting it too. Just like they expect the worst from people. They notice every little thing. Kind of manipulate and use it to their advantage. I feel like too, this energy of tattling. Like, they call me a bad name. That's how this feels. They called me a bad name. What are you gonna do about it? I didn't mean that in a sarcastic way. I meant like they called me a bad name. What are you gonna do to them? This is okay. So I feel like someone's words were just completely twisted. Picturing 2 DNA, something mixing together. All of these things mixing together. Right as I said coming together or mixing together on the TV, I don't know if you could hear it because it's kind of loud. The commercial said, "It's coming together." It's coming together. People usually say that when things are about to be wrapped up or when there's more evidence pushing towards a certain direction. So something's coming together. And it will be, I just got rectified. Like, here's what's really going on. Or here's what I really meant by that, if anything. Because I feel like it was a very unconscious move or like unconscious words. There was no intent behind this truth, this bluntness. But someone took it personally. So if you're picking up weird behavior or a weird shift in behavior with someone, I feel like they're taking a passive-aggressive approach to show that they're unhappy with you. My advice would be to address it, but if that still doesn't work, maybe consider just letting it go, because it feels very childish. We have observer, telescope, getting like magnifying glass. Something's being magnified, or seeing things that you can't see with the naked eye. Like they notice everything, they pick up on everything. It's like they're the high priestess, but with emotions, behaviors, the smallest mannerism, they notice everything. There's that hypervigilance, but that's also not your fault. You didn't know with the moon. You're not aware of this. I mean, you've cleaned it up, but you can still clean it up. You can still fix this. But if both parties don't want to, then okay, let's get the Bob Ross card. These things live right in your brush. All you have to do is shake them out. Imagine you have how you shake the paint off a brush, or like you clean your brushes after painting for a long time. It's like you got so much done, but now you're wiping them off only to start back up again tomorrow. So like cleaning off your brush, cleaning your materials also helps you navigate the canvas better. Your brushes work. Helps you navigate. Helps you tune into the finer details. All you have to do is shake them out. All you have to do is, I'm getting Shake It Off by Taylor Swift. Someone needs to shake it off. I feel like they're going to. Or perhaps they're going to refuse to. I feel like this is going to make someone feel better if someone in their life is acting like this. Or if it feels like, oh, I'm feeling someone internalize this. Like, why is everyone angry at me? What's going on? Why doesn't everyone see the world like I do? Why are people perceiving how I am naturally as a threat? It's just in your nature. It's not your fault. It's not for everybody. Okay, Gemini. That's the end of this art channeled message. Please like, subscribe, support the channel in any way you can. I would really, really appreciate it. And yeah. Bye.